Today is May 3rd, 2018. It's the National Day of Prayer here in America. So that's pretty awesome. Last night we had a tornado warning and a little bit of a storm, and then the power was out for, I don't know, it was after dark, so 8 or 9 till about, I think, around 2 in the morning. So that was kind of interesting. And today it's well, it's now getting kind of cloudy out. Like I said, it's kind of getting kind of cloudy out, and it feels like it might rain again. I'll have to check the weather to see what's happening with that. Here, I'm just going to give a quick update. I'm in the greenhouse, and you can see a lot of these tomatoes are coming along quite nicely. I planted a few out, and these either need to be potted up or potted out. You can see it looks like the roots coming through that one a little bit, not much. And you can see that these tomatoes here are ready to be potted up. What are these? It says orange. These are the orange type tomatoes. Those are some seeds I kept from an orange tomato last year. They're the ones that don't have a lot of acid in them. And Jetstar tomatoes. So I got a lot of the seeds coming up. Now look, these trays are still, I've got a couple of Jetstar seeds popping, but here in a week or so I'm going to have to get rid of these trays. But look at these seeds here. Can you see them? I find that I'm not always the best with the camera angle. These are Jubilee. So if you look at like, you see this little tomato here? You may not be able to see that very well, but the leaves there are very, very small. Now once you start getting these true leaves on, you see those two big ones? Once you get the true leaves on, that means you can pot them up. In case you didn't realize that, you need to keep them to at least the true leaves, a set of true leaves show on. Now, yesterday I was potting up some, let's see. So you see these Brussels sprouts? I potted on a number of them, about 20. And you can see there's another, there's a whole bunch of them per cell. So I got a little bit tired of potting up Brussels sprouts. But who knows? Might give some away, and you never know how many are going to live and not make it. You can see the basil starting to grow a little bit, which I love that. And cucumbers. So that's kind of what's happening here in the greenhouse. I'll take you real quick around what's happening. You can see here. Can you see the clouds? It's kind of well, not kind of. It's a very dark afternoon. It's about 6 o'clock in the evening right now. But looky there. The peas are happy. Something's out here digging in my garden. Probably the squirrels. Look. They dug up that onion. Look at that mess. Dirty dog squirrels. Let's put them back in, I guess. Well, Lord bless them. Oh, a stick from the wind last night. Oh. Well, here, look at this. Can you see this guy here? That's a Jerusalem artichoke. Now, once you start growing Jerusalem artichoke, they will spread out, and just just a little piece of a Jerusalem artichoke will produce a new one. I've already dug up, you know, I don't know, 10 or 20 different little Jerusalem artichokes. You can see one coming up here, another one. So somehow, when I was digging up the Jerusalem artichokes last year, they, oh, that's not nice. Somebody's just making free with my, just destroying my peas. That's not nice. It's a very not unnice thing to do. Well, Lord bless them. So I went ahead and put down a frame and planted some watermelon in here. So we'll see how this does. I'm hoping that it comes up through and grows sideways, and I'm going to plant some squash over on that side, I think. Cucumbers are still doing fine. See, that tomato's looking nice and healthy, and so is that one. They made it through the storm. That one is going to have to be replaced. You see it? That one's beyond. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I only planted out 5, but these were looking real healthy. And I'll need to plant a couple in here. So planted a couple this week, and I brought some of my baskets around. Now let me show you out here. I'm not going to go outside the fence, I guess, but I do have, I don't know if you can see that, but that's a grape vine right there. It doesn't look like it's growing though. That one I had all winter at that spot. Now this one here, look, I transplanted this one to this spot from it was over there a couple weeks ago. It looks like it's surviving just fine. You see that? And over there's another grape that's coming up. So we'll see if these grow this year. And I don't know how long it takes for grapevines to actually produce anything. But I hope they're real. I mean, I hope they're not the fake ones. You know, wild grapes that, you know, are just vines. But they should be the Globe. I tried to grow some Globe grapes the other day. So these beans haven't, you know, they've only been in the ground a week. So they haven't done anything yet. But I did notice that my pole beans on the far side, there was at least one. And you see these guys? Those are sunflowers. I don't think I'm going to allow the sunflowers to grow up in the garden as much as I did last year. So I'll end up removing those. But there was at least one. Can you see them through there? At least one of the pole beans, a couple of the pole beans are coming up, and man, see what's growing in here. Look at that. Somebody's having too much fun in this garden. Well, that's pretty much the update. I did notice in the back that my, what is it? Oregano. And you can see here. I don't want that there. Those are Rosa Sharon bushes. At least that's what we call them. Boy, they're prolific. Once you start growing them, they'll want to grow everywhere. The seeds are just so... They're as bad as dandelions. Dandelions, I have noticed, now this isn't dandelions. Now parsley, and that's an herb. I can't remember the name at the moment. You guys may recognize it, but that's nice. I put that in my tea. And the parsley's doing great. I just threw some lettuce in these buckets yesterday. So we'll see if I get lettuce popping up, and I really don't know what's growing in there except that one parsley. So hopefully that surprises me. That's the update for today. I've got a little bit of okra I need to plant still, and maybe some corn, and I'm sure there's some other things. Of course, I have a lot of tomatoes to plant out, I'm thinking of trying to put some type of frame up in the air for the for those grapevines to grow onto. So I may try and do something with that last piece of hog wire. I have one more piece of hog wire that I haven't set up anywhere. Okay, thanks for watching. Okay, hope you have a great one. Bye bye now.